Hi, and welcome back to our channel. In the past video, we adventured into China. Now we are taking you to one of the happiest countries in the world, Denmark. From brutal Vikings, now one of the most peaceful societies in the world, is a Nordic country and the southernmost of the Scandinavian nations. Denmark has a total area of 42,924 kilometers squared and a population of 5.8 million. Denmark is not only a gateway to Scandinavia in cultural terms, but also geographically. As such, the country is well connected with the rest of the European continent and Scandinavia. Today, Denmark is a society that is often seen as a benchmark of civilization. Top it off with a rich, well-preserved cultural heritage and the Danes' legendary sense of design and architecture, and you have one intriguing holiday destination. Before we move on to our topic, you may want to click on the subscribe button and click the bell notification to get the latest from our channel. We want to keep you updated every time we have a video out. All right, let's get into this. Coming up on our list, 10. Biking culture. Visit Denmark and experience one of the most cycle-friendly countries in the world. Denmark's flat land is perfect for easy biking, and the country has set up elaborate biking infrastructure. There are long bike routes and specially designed cycle bridges. Easy cycle renting makes it an amazing experience to explore the best sights of Denmark. It's even possible to explore neighboring cities by cycle, as there are plenty of stops to seek refreshments and mingle with fellow cyclists. Fun fact, there's nearly 12,000 kilometers of clearly signposted cycle routes across the entire country. The Danish capital, Copenhagen, has been ranked the world's most bike-friendly city. 9. Vikings everywhere. Vikings used to rule the Scandinavian seas, but now they have replaced their longboats for bikes. However, there are still places exhibiting the Viking way of life. The Bork Viking Harbor holds a series of authentic buildings, history reenactments, and tours that show visitors the life lived there throughout the Viking Age. If you get the chance to visit Lindholm Høy, you will find some of the most amazing Viking artifacts in Europe. Once buried in the sand, they were undiscovered for centuries before being uncovered and put on display. The grave sites here date from the Iron Age and the Viking Age, and you will find a number of graves as well as ships carved from stone. Experience a unique Viking culture here in Denmark. 8. Exciting food and beverages. The Danish culinary scene is reinventing itself with a lot of cooking and philosophy. Denmark's renovation of Scandinavian cuisine has led to several starred restaurants, including the world-famous restaurant Noma. Danish food is mostly sourced from local ingredients and produces. It has several classics, like the rådpølse, red sausage, smørbrød, open sandwich, durum shawarma, falafel, frikadelle, Danish meatballs, fiskefrikadelle, fish chop, salmon, cod dishes, and plenty of steaks and tenderloins. The Danes are also known to love their beers. Denmark is home to a great beer industry. Delight yourself with Danish cuisine. 7. Grenen. Grenen, the awe-inspiring endpoint of the dunes where two beaches meet. Travel to North Jutland and experience an incredible phenomenon. The Skagerrak and Kattegat seas meet at Grenen, the northernmost part of Denmark. Millions of tourists head to the remote city to witness that unique phenomenon and observe the strong currents created from this union. The landscape of the place is fascinating, with seals resting on the beaches and rare species of birds flying under the blue sky, all while hundreds of tourists strive not to miss capturing every single moment with their cameras. 6. Legoland. Do you like Lego? Then Legoland is the place for you. If you're traveling to Billund to visit Legoland, it's not hard to find, as the park is located next to Billund Airport and also adjacent to the first Lego factory. Legoland is an amusement park which offers rides and entertainment to the whole family. The amusement park is, of course, best known for Lego, and there are lots of mini worlds with huge buildings and characters made in Lego. Legoland Billund is split up into various areas, which each feature different rides. These include Miniland, which is where you find Lego replicas of sites such as Nijhaven in Copenhagen, the Eiffel Tower, and cities like Bergen and Amsterdam. Each zone has plenty of hidden decorations to commend, so keep your eyes open while you're wandering around to spot them all. Legoland Billund closes for the winter months, so if you are planning a visit, make sure to check the opening hours first. During some of the off-season months, the park can only open at weekends. You don't want to skip a tour in Denmark without visiting Legoland. 5. Tivoli Gardens. Get ready for a truly unique experience. Tivoli is the world's most visited seasonal theme park in the world. It's a cultural wonderland and historic gem right at the heart of the country's capital city, Copenhagen. Tivoli has been thrilling visitors since it opened its gates in Copenhagen in 1843. It's the second oldest theme park in the world. Its delightful mix of rides, attractions, performances, and culture make it a treat for adults and children alike. Stepping into its arch, you go into a world of fairy tales, exotic scenery, and thrilling rides. You can sense that generations have walked its maze of things to see and do, including the famous Hans Christian Andersen. During the night, Tivoli takes on a whole different aura. Numerous lights and lamps hang from trees. Restaurants and cafes stay open so you can enjoy a coffee or dessert in the Scandinavian twilight. Tivoli is at its most atmospheric beauty, especially during Christmas and Halloween. At these times, you can experience extraordinary performances and firework displays and sample seasonal treats. Tivoli Copenhagen opens between April and September, with special openings for Halloween and Christmas. Tivoli is also open for New Year's Eve, so buckle up and behold a unique mix of excitement and traditional Danish culture at Tivoli Gardens. 4. Denmark abounds in beautiful art. Denmark is a country full of art, from the Renaissance to today's. You can take a tour in Arken Museum of Modern Art in Copenhagen. The museum building is an attraction in itself. It showcases Scandinavia's finest collection of art. It has a collection of more than 400 artworks. Enjoy a Michelin experience in Aarhus at Aarhus Aarhus Art Museum. Aarhus is the main art museum in Aarhus and one of the largest museums in Northern Europe. On the roof of Aarhus, you can also visit your rainbow panorama with a circular panoramic path with a 360-degree view of the surrounding city. Denmark has a plethora of interesting artworks waiting to be discovered, featuring stunning exhibitions such as The Boy, artworks by Monet, and even some thrilling artworks by Danish artists themselves. Don't forget to bring your cameras and take pictures of Denmark's captivating art. 3. Renaissance castles and modern architecture. Denmark is host to several Renaissance palaces and castles and medieval castles. These amazing castles and palaces used to serve as the royal residences of the Danish royal family and are still standing in pomp and glory. The sprawling Amalienborg Palace, the official residence of Crown Princess Mary and Crown Prince Frederik. The Jægerspris Castle, which has belonged to the Danish monarchs for most of its history, which dates back to the 13th century. The Frederiksborg Castle, the largest Renaissance residence in Scandinavia. Christiansborg Palace, the seat of the Danish Parliament, the Danish Prime Minister's office, and the Supreme Court of Denmark. We also have modern structures, such as the Grundtvigs Memorial Church, an example of an expressionist church architecture, and Copenhagen Opera House, one of the most modern opera houses in the world. And there's much more architecture worth seeing in Denmark. 2. The sunny island of Bornholm. The island of Bornholm is situated in the Baltic Sea and is known as the Pearl of the Baltic. It is the sunniest part in Denmark. You can get around the island easily by cycling. The northern part of Bornholm is particularly dramatic, with cliffs and rocks lining the coast. Bornholm's whitewashed round churches are fascinating windows back in time. The island's sunny southern beaches are also a great place for amenities such as beach volleyball, kite surfing, and windsurfing. Duiad Beach is located on the southern tip of Bornholm and is the largest sandy beach on the island. The sand is so fine that it was once used to fill hourglasses. You can also rent boats and sea kayaks to explore the island from the surrounding Baltic Sea. Escape there to soak up the landscape, art, and food. Number 1. The Spirit of Hygge. You simply must experience the Danish Hygge, which basically translates to coziness. Hygge is when friends, family, colleagues, or neighbors get together and have a good time. If you've ever enjoyed reading a book indoors on a rainy Sunday or a cup of hot cocoa on a snow day, you've experienced Hygge without even knowing it. On sunny days, everyone goes to the beach, the forests, and city parks with picnic baskets and snacks to hang out. This national obsession with all things cozy is credited as one of the reasons why Denmark is always at the top of the list of the world's happiest countries. Thank you for watching, and we hope that you enjoyed a glimpse into one of the happiest countries in the world, Denmark. Our next video will explore 10 reasons why you must visit England. If you liked our video, give a thumbs up and leave your comments down below. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.